Welcome back to another video, ladies and gents. We've decided to trade Patrick Mahomes and Joe Bengals to each other's teams. As y'all see on the Bengals, they have Patrick Mahomes at QB, a whole new guy running the system, as you know. And the Bengals are 0-2 right now in real life. Chiefs are 1-1. And yeah, this is what the teams look like. I'm not even gonna touch a thing. And then for the Chiefs, Joe Burrow is on the Chiefs. He's wearing number 14. His penalty is $159 million off of that contract he just signed. So he's got that to work with. I don't know if the Chiefs and Bengals play each other this season. That'd be pretty interesting if they do. We're gonna take a look at their schedule right here. They do. They play them week 17. That's gonna be a good match. That's gonna be a great match actually. So let's sim to pretty much week 17. See how both teams are doing before that insane showdown. All right. So Mahomes, has the Bengals at 5-1. The Ravens are 7-0, so I assume we probably took that one loss to the Ravens. So that means Lamar Jackson is doing his thing, but Patrick Mahomes is doing his thing too. Statistically speaking, we're not up there, but Joe Burrow's up there. He's second in the league actually. Very surprising. Tyreek Hill. Oh no, we don't have either of them. So okay, let's look at the stats. Our offense is 10th. Patrick Mahomes 9th in passing yards, 3rd in passing TDs, 3rd in passer rating, and defense is 3rd. So Patrick Mahomes hasn't thrown an interception yet. Okay, 14 touchdowns, no picks. And Joe Burrow, 16 touchdowns, 3 picks. So these guys are having relatively similar seasons. I'd say that Joe Burrow's probably winning considering the stats. Oh no, that's Denver Broncos. No, actually, Patrick Mahomes has the higher passer rating and completion percentage. They both have over 75 completion percentage. That's insane. So they face week 17. So we're going to sim up to that point. This is a big matchup between the Bengals and the Bills. So whoever takes that should pretty much solidify second seed if we can't beat the Ravens. So we ended up taking that W. And Ravens are still 9-0. Okay, so they're just a problem. Ravens are just a problem. And we are now 8-1 still. But we're facing the 10-0 Ravens. Okay, so it looks like this game pretty much decides who wins. Any injuries? We have DJ Reader, our starting defensive tackle. He hurt himself twice. He's injured for 2 weeks. We're 8-1 facing 10-0 Ravens. Winner of this pretty much gets the AFC North. And we ended up losing. So the Ravens are unstoppable this season. But I'm okay with that loss. I'm still not worried about it. So now we're 9-2. We're facing the Jags. We're 5-6. Ravens took their first loss that I saw. We're 10-2, facing the Colts. We're 8-4. Ravens being 11-1. Okay, so we're still right behind them, even though we will lose considering standings. But we won again. Bengals are 11-2. Ravens are 12-1. We're right there trying to get after them. Facing the 6-7 Vikings. Let's see how that game goes. We ended up actually losing that game, so we're gonna finish second in our division. We're 11-3, so we will make the playoffs. Next week is against the Chiefs. We're facing the Steelers, division rivals. They're fighting for their lives for the playoffs, and we ended up winning that one too. So we're facing 11. So the Chiefs are 11-4, Bengals are 12-3, Ravens are 14-1. So Joe Burrow is first in the league with 4,000 yards, 36 passing touchdowns. Okay, I guess that's fair. You would think Mahomes would have more. Our offense is ranked 2nd, 4th in passing yards, 2nd in passing TDs, and 4th in passer rating for Patrick Mahomes. Okay, for 31 touchdowns, 2 picks, insane season that he's having. And then Joe Burrow, who has a little bit of worse record at 11-4, 36 touchdowns, 3 picks, 125 passer rating, 74 completion percentage. Both of these guys are balling out. Both of these guys are literally balling out. Like, this is going to be a huge matchup because this will have playoff implications. Who's going to be seated where? And if we look at the playoff picture right now, we're probably not going to be the second seed because of the Bengals aren't second seed either. Bengals are actually behind because the Ravens. Oh, wait, no, we're the Bengals. So Chiefs actually are going to be behind the Chargers. So this AFC playoff race is going to be insane because Lamar Jackson's balling. And then I guess the Chargers are balling too. So let's see how this game goes with the Chiefs. So I think it's only fair we don't play with Mahomes. We're gonna let simulation handle that business, let them both play out. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So it looks like they're going for it on 4th down. Bengals scored. And then Joe Burrow scores right back. Second quarter, Patrick Mahomes scores. He keeps the ball. They get the ball right back. Defense doesn't get a stop. Make a field goal. They miss. Defense needs help. Joe Burrow and the Chiefs end up scoring. Red zone alert. Okay, tie game going into the fourth quarter. Tied 21-21. They're moving down the field. Big third down stop. Defense makes a play. So Patrick Mahomes needs to lead this team down the field. 4th and 2. They ended up not getting it. And wow, we actually ended up losing this matchup. So Joe Burrow takes the W. They both had a high completion percentage. No interceptions. Both guys do 3 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes 141 passer rating, Joe Burrow 131. So that's just a tough game to lose. Rushing attack, Mahomes was the leading rusher on the team. So yeah, so we just pretty much lost because of our rush attack. That's crazy. Tight game. Chris Jones got a sack on us. So wow, very tight game, and we ended up losing this matchup. So after losing that matchup, we now move to 12-4. Last week of the season against the Cleveland Browns, I'm pretty sure we'll still be playoff contenders regardless. They're 6-10, so let's just take the game. Maybe go to 13-4, perhaps. We do. We're facing the 9-8 Titans. We're 13-4. Can you believe that? Bengals going 13-4 and still not being number 1. Patrick Mahomes finished second in the league in passing yards with 37 touchdowns. Burrow finished first with 75 completion percentage, 4,800 yards, and 40 TDs. You would think it would be the other way around considering like the offensive weapons, right? But I guess that's not the case. And a team I want to look at is the Chargers. So Justin Herbert had 32 touchdowns, 8 picks, because I want to see why they were doing better than both these guys in terms of their teams. And Lamar had 27 touchdowns, 3 picks, 972 yards, 10 touchdowns. So he's having a hell of a season. So, well, now we're in the playoffs. We got to see who goes farther. And, yeah, so against the Titans, 9-8 Titans. Let's see who takes this. Did we lose? We ended up losing? Wow. I'm actually shocked. But the Chiefs lost too? Oh my God, the Chiefs lost too. So Joe Burrow ends up throwing a pick, which he's barely done this whole season, ends up losing, and Justin Herbert has a field day, or has a great game. And then we ended up losing 13-21 to the Titans. Patrick Mahomes had the only touchdown. He had a great passer rating. What happened? Rush attack probably couldn't stop. Our receivers did their thing. Okay, so pretty much Madden simulation was like, nah, Mahomes is on the Bengals, so we're gonna leave him cursed. Wow. So that's weird how that happened, but I guess that's just what it is. 2 high-powered quarterbacks, 2 of the best in the league, just do not make the playoffs or do not go far in the playoffs. And Super Bowl this year will be, I feel like it'll be Chargers. Titans, Cowboys. I'm actually shocked. We lost to the team that won. Lamar Jackson was QB1. Joe Burrow was QB2. That makes sense. And Patrick Mahomes was QB3. I'm shocked. Joe Mixon, like, was number 1 running back? How does that even make sense? Did we have any receivers at least? T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Okay. T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Tight ends, Irv Smith, and so did Travis Kelce. And Joe Burrow had Rashee Rice make it too. Okay. And then linemen. None of our guys, I don't think, on the Bengals. Because remember, we're on the Bengals. Wow. So, very interesting selection of Pro Bowl. We didn't even see the stats of our receivers. Or the receivers for both the Bengals and the Chiefs. So, with Mahomes, Joe Mixon had 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns. Not bad. Jamar Chase had 1,200 yards, 10 TDs. T. Higgins had 1,100 yards, 7 TDs. Not bad, not bad. Irv Smith had a really good year as well, too. And then for the Chiefs, 1,100 yards for Rashee Rice and 11 touchdowns. That's a really great game. And Travis Kelce, or not a great game, a great season. And Travis Kelce, great performance as well, too. And then rushing attack, Isaiah Pacheco also had 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. Now I kind of want to see who wins MVP. That's going to be very interesting who wins that. So we're going to advance the week. See who gets these rewards, because I think that's the more important one. Cowboys, Titans. Let's see who takes this. Either Derrick Henry and the Titans or Dak and the Cowboys. All right, so recap. Dak and the Cowboys win. Joe Burrow wins NFL MVP. Wow. And then Coach of the Year went to the Bengals. How do we win Coach of the Year with not being number 1 in the division? Lamar Jackson wins Offensive Player of the Year. Rashee Rice wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. What an insane year. That was all over the place. Still no playoff success for Joe Burrow, but he wins NFL MVP on the Chiefs. What a year. That's actually wild. So we find out in this video that Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes switching teams, at least a success, but not a Super Bowl.